Yeah, for me, there was a rebirth again, realizing my life was needing some help, going away to rehab, putting the halt on some band stuff again, out of personal health, mental health reasons. You know, that takes priority, even though I just want to keep running and let the band just keep going and, you know, run away from problems. Needed to deal with stuff, you know, a lot of rawness at that point. It's really difficult when there's so much stuff going on around you and the rest of your life to take time for yourself, to get yourself at least to a point where you feel like you're functioning. And for me, it has been easy at times to just shut out the rest of the world.
We just want to write music that we like listening to. It's as simple as that. And we've got a lot of people that feel the same way as we do for some reason. It still blows my mind that people are, you know, there's 6-year-old kids out there singing, you know, Master, Master. It's like, are you sure? You really like this? Wow. Okay. But we are writing music that we like to listen to. And we're fortunate enough to have some people that like listening to it too. You know, we're not out to please every single person on the planet. We're an artist and we're doing, you know, you said the word artist and it's so true. People forget that you're an artist and you can't mold an artist. You know, they're expressing themselves in the gift they've been given. So why do you want to change that? You know, even with people that we work with, you know, hey, can you design the album cover? Can you do this? And, you know, I don't want to tell them what I'm thinking. I want them, you know, I'm hiring them because I love what they do and I accept what it is, and they're able to speak through whatever gift they have. So
there are times when we're afraid to open that Pandora's box, the Pandora box of riffs. Oh, here's a riff. And then once you look at that riff, I mean, there's hundreds of other riffs. Okay, the process has started. We're going to start writing an album, you know, and it's important that we're all kind of in that same mind frame. Yeah, how do we get together? How do we start writing? What are we going to do? And Zoom really took off. Thank God for that, because there was a connection. There was a connection while you're sitting in your self-made quarantine. Even if you weren't sick, you were hiding. You were hiding out. So Zoom was a great connection. Trying to figure out, how can we Zoom? How can we get together? How can we do something together over that media form? I kind of just got a little annoyed and pissed and just, you know what? Fuck this. Why not take a song and just mess around with it? And I just said, hey, guys, here's a challenge. I'm just gonna send you something. You add on to it. You're musicians. Let's just embrace this challenge of isolation and connect with what we do best. I just threw down, I mean, I had a acoustic mic and my regular vocal mic, just threw it down on a couple different tracks. Say, hey, put whatever you feel you want to on this. Let's have fun with this. Don't study it, don't over listen to it, just feel it. And that was the beginning of the reconnection. It's a huge surprise. It really is, because for us, this is just the next record. And for some reason, the timing is right. People are needing or wanting this. And I guess song-wise, people are identifying with its like an older school feel, you know, more guitar harmonies, things like that. And some of the stuff that I knew was missing from our music. So it's still a big surprise. I mean, when, you know, your record people, you know, send you an email saying, hey, you're #1 in all these countries. Like, what? You might not like all the songs or the music or something, but when you see us live, there's an energy, it's undeniable. And it's not just us, it's the whole atmosphere. And, you know, we bring on more bands for sure. We love to support bands that are trying to get out there and get to the next level. So whoever we can turn on to our fans, that's great.
We've always been pretty private people, but obviously there was a movie we put out called Some Kind of Monster that was a little more revealing than most movies and most bands have put out there. So we're getting a little more used to it. Obviously there's a private part that we'd like to keep private, but as far as the band goes, we know we're a fan kind of band, and we're fans of other bands and love that the access, and everyone wants to get close and know you, so I understand that, so it's all part of it.
Well, I've got a wife that kicks my first of all, kids that tell it like it is, that to me is love right there. When your kids, Dad, you're being a jerk, I love that. That's what helps me a lot. Family certainly does that. I think the guys in the band too, we all keep each other in check. Like, dude, is that limo a little too long? Come on. I mean, just goofy things like that. We try and keep each other real. So I think not surrounding ourselves with yes men too, which can really just totally distort your reality. Well, we have a pretty amazing team, Metallica family, that is their quest is to come up with unique and kind of out of the box ideas. And I think the food bank is obviously a no-brainer, really. We did that on the Death Magnetic tour. Gosh, there's so much leftover catering and food. Let's do something here. And doing local stuff. I think doing local stuff really makes us feel a part of the family of, Toronto and giving, and we love doing that everywhere we go. Yeah, the downtime during the pandemic, the fear of what does it mean to us? We were going in to write a record anyway at some point. It's not like we were in the middle of a tour or something, even though I guess we were. And that kind of put the brakes on that. But the pandemic put the brakes on everyone's touring. I had a feeling that, all entertainment is going to be taking a hiatus, and what do you do with that time, and when we're at home, we're writing.
There are some songs that we kind of forget about that I think are pretty amazing. I think Bleeding Me is one of those moments. I think Outlaw Torn. I think Fixer. A little bit of those epic-y, it's kind of instrumentals with lyrics, really. There's, I'd say, the third verse in Unforgiven 2. There's when it breaks down and there's that wow 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 wow, the little wah. I'm playing this part and Bob Rock's doing the wah, and it's like, wow, we're professional now. It sounds, it's almost Jimmy Page. So we were entering the realm of Zeppelin at that point, and pretty proud of that too.
Yeah, I think, and also out of just sheer fear that I don't know what else to do with my life, playing music and being of service, going on tour, playing, writing, creating. Thank God so much for that, because I don't know where I'd be. So I do care for it, and I need to embrace it and accept it. As far as other people's worries and concerns and fears about Metallica continuing on or not, I don't feel responsible for them, but I do feel that I'm responsible for what I can do, what I can put out there. I'm not worried about, and maybe it seems egotistical to think that, there's so many people relying on the Metallica record to get them through the year or whatever it is. That is not. I get it that it does help people, It's not up to me, absolutely. And I think most of the feedback around, you know, me going to rehab and all of this stuff and people's theories, people's ideas, what does that mean? What, you know, trying to figure me out. I'm still trying to figure me out. I mean, all that stuff's out of my control, man. And I get most of that stuff is out of fear because they want Metallica to continue. So do I. And I'm doing my best to do that.